What it do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again with the new video. On today's video, I want to talk about what is actually going on out there on the internet, right? With gunner collectives and the issues that are being brought up, right? And I'm not here to criticize or none of that stuff, man. I'm not. They just put it this way, man. I don't go for no sides. I just care for the best of the little ones. You know, those are the ones who matter the most. So, for what I've seen, is that Mr. Gunner, right? He hired a lawyer to regain custody of his daughter. Well, that was the narrative, right? Which, if that's the case, man, shout outs to you, man. I do. I recognize that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because not everybody's willing to do that. Willing to put the money on a lawyer to take a day out of their days, out of their lives, right? And so they can go to court and fight for their daughters. Not everybody, because a lot of people will take the easy way. I'm cool. You know what? It's gonna take a responsibility off of me. It's all right. Now I get to do whatever I want with nobody, without worrying about taking care of somebody else. You know, it's like one less thing that is gonna make me stress. And there's a lot of people like that, man. So just because of that, man, because I understand that. Shout outs to Gunner for doing that, if that's the case, right? Now, we have seen different videos out there, people giving advice, people throwing their 2 cents, uh, talking about paperwork, talking about all this stuff. And honestly, I see a comment where it seemed like it was the same person, and because I always go for the comments, you know, same person talking about things, saying that in a story there's always two sides, right? And I keep seeing that comment off every other video, right? So I do disagree with this. I believe that in every story there's actually three sides: his story, her story, and the truth. And what I'm saying this because whether we like it or not, a lot of people, I'm not saying Gunner and his wife, right? I'm just saying in general, right? A lot of people like to twist things, right, to their favors, and might be like a way of being us, like a survival way, you know, trying to be like, oh, you don't want to let me blame all the fault that way, and I'm a saint and stuff like that. Well, nobody's perfect. I do understand that, and I do understand that everybody can come with their own story. So that's always been my belief. You know, there's always three sides to one story. Uh, so I can't give no advice to nobody because it's not my place to do it. You know, it's not my place to do it. Them as parents should know what's right and should know what's wrong. Uh, what I can only say is that they should think about the well-being of the young one, right? Every action has a reaction, and depending on what type of action is going to be, that reaction is going to be, it's going to be how that action was, right? So all that is going to have consequences regardless. It could be tomorrow, or it can be 10 years down the line. Just know this: once things are on the internet, they get to stay right there. So that's all I want to touch down on this subject, man. Just always think about the little one. So I don't agree with a couple things, but again, that's not my place to throw my opinion. You know, I know where's my place, and when it comes down to raising a kid, like, the parents are gonna know better, you know, than an outsider. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to throw their 2 cents on it, but at the end of the day, you're not the parent. You don't know the situation, and you don't know the kid. So, with this being said, that's why I want to touch down on that subject. Now, I want to defer this into all the single parents out there, the single moms that are working hard to, well, first of all, that they took the initiative to raise their kids, you know. Um, there's a lot of people who are doing this, and nothing but respect to you guys. A couple of my subscribers are doing this, man. And me as a father, man, I can only imagine how difficult it is because we have two little ones, and it can be a handful. You know what I mean, us with the business, plus our little ones, and the fact that we don't have family members around here to help us, like say once every week, like to drop them off so we can have some me and her time, makes it kind of stressful in a way, you know. But the thing is that it's only a phase, and at the end of the day, shit, I love my kids with everything. So nothing. Those kids will never do nothing for me to get upset about them, you know. So I do understand it can be difficult, though, you know what I mean, especially on her that she's always at the house, and me, I'm always working. So that's why I know that a single parent is very difficult, and that's why I recognize uh, that situation. And my shout outs to you guys, man, who are putting it down for your kids. There's grandparents too who are actually taking care of the kids because their parents don't want to take care of them. Or maybe, you know what, let me put it this way, maybe they're being unselfish or selfish. Could be either way, because maybe unselfish in the way that they understand that they're in a bad situation, and they don't want to bring their kid to witness what that parent is going through. But again, since that parent doesn't have the strength to overcome their struggles, you know, can't that parent can't take care of the little one. So there's always things that you can twist it and be the reason why you make that decision of giving away your kid or being that the single parent. But regardless what it is, man, know that there's only one goal in life, which is the betterness of your kid. Trying to just understand this, just whatever we do is to give our kids better opportunities, give our kids um, a better future, and hopefully, as for myself, not have them go through the same path that I went through. You know, I hope that most of you guys, man, learn from your mistakes, acknowledge your mistakes or your bad decisions, and make sure you correct that. So, again, so these little ones, they don't go through the same path and repeat that same cycle. So, this is all I wanted to say, man. Shout out to every single parent out there, uh, everybody who's been putting it down for the family, which this is a grown ass man thing to do, you know. One thing that I have learned, man, you have to understand to see what is the priority, what is the goal in life, you know, or what is life, which is being a provider for your kids, for your family, instead of being out there on the streets, running amok, thinking you're cool. Shit, being a parent is cool. Taking care of your kid is cool. Making a kid who contributes to society is cool, you know? That should be your goal in life. And that's how I want to end this video, man. So with this being said, muchas gracias a todos. Saludos. I wish nothing but the best to you and your familia. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and throw your comment, por favor. With this being said, ahí nos vemos al ratos.